We got 4 niggas and low riders and ski masks screaming thug like every time they pass, all eyes on me.
Check this out, they fired me but did it in a roundabout punk snitch way. So I caught them on the streets and beat they behind. I was supposed to be a menace to society, right? I went and everything, they got the deal because of your boy. You know, they was my niggas that used to do all these videos for me. They was the niggas that was talking that you should help your black brother shit, and I helped they punk ass. You know what I'm saying? And was helping them all the way. They got a little movie deal, tried to act white on me. You understand me? And thought I was gonna choose a career before I choose my motherfucking principles, my manhood. So I said, okay, cool, fire me from this $100,000 movie. Because I ain't gonna play no gangbanger who's a Muslim. There ain't no such thing. I refuse to play parts that don't exist. I will be a young nigga, but I will be a real young nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make me different than all these niggas that's taking parts. If it's about the money, I might as well stay a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. So fuck you Hughes brothers for doing that. Then I leave, they fire me over the air on TV, on MTV. They say Tupac fired for threatening the director. What really happened, let me tell the world. He said, I said, you acting like a bitch. He said, you acting like a bitch. I said, well, goddamn, if I'm a bitch, smack a bitch. You feel me? He said, well, if I'm a bitch, smack a bitch. And I stepped towards him. You feel me? But he a bitch. That's real. And I ain't. That's real. Feel me? So the nigga fired me. They did their little $1 million movie. I ain't sweat them the whole while they was filming the movie, even though I was in LA the whole time. Didn't touch them. Because I ain't want nobody to think it was because of the movie, and I'm not jealous. Y'all handle y'all business. I can understand that, and I can respect that, no matter how much funk we got. You a nigga doing your business, you do it. As soon as the movie was wrapped, though, it's all good. And I met the motherfuckers at the Spice One video for Trigger Got No Heart. And as sure as Spice One was singing how the Trigger had no heart, Tupac has no heart. What's that say? Heartless. And I beat them motherfuckers down. I threatened. I said, both y'all niggas get out the car, we about to box. His brother, his twin brother, got out and started running. That's on my mama. He ran. Fling, twins. He ran. Fling. The other brother got out, started talking shit. He walked away. I socked his punk ass and started throwing things like I'm born to box. The partner he had with him started begging me to stop beating him up, but I kept beating his punk ass up. Then, instead of fighting me like a G, he ran. Now, I can't help it if some niggas that was on the scene beat his ass for running. That was something separate, you understand me? And I can't help it if they were screaming thug life as they did it. That ain't my fault. That's just how shit went down. You understand me? But now niggas need to start living what they preaching. They want to make gangster movies. They better live a gangster life. That's real. Or make movies about what the fuck they know about. But it's, I gotta have these nightmares. These motherfuckers really put me in jail. They really suing me. So I'm gonna really live this lifestyle. And I'm gonna make other motherfuckers really live this lifestyle. Because it can't be crowded up here if motherfuckers ain't really putting in work.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab. I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media. One of the things I loved about Tupac, man, Tupac talked about everything that happened in his life on camera. So when suckers years later try to come with their version of what happened, Pac could kill all that and tell you his goddamn self. Almost 30 years later, Tupac can still challenge what chumps got to say. Alan Hughes, the director of Menace to Society, who fired Tupac, did an interview with Sway. And in this interview, instead of just saying Tupac got the best of me, or they got me, he had to take some shots at Tupac. He said when Tupac punched him, it felt like getting hit by a Nerf football, or a Nerf ball, basketball, you know what I mean, soccer ball, but a Nerf ball, nonetheless. He said that he picked Tupac over his head. He don't know what happened, but he had Tupac over his head, and he slammed him on top of a car. As soon as he's about to give Pac that work, Tupac homeboys rushed him.
And the guy right next to him like, punch him in the mouth, punch him in the mouth. At that point, you know, it's gotten violent. Like he has to do something. So I found a way to squeeze out of the corner of my car and get past them and walk down the street. I go, look, what am I gonna do? You got 15 motherfuckers here, you know what I'm saying? And I walked across the street, and I can only liken it to, because I've been hit in the back of the head with a Nerf ball before. Somebody hit me in the back of the head with a Nerf ball, and I went, oh shit, did Tupac just blindside me? And I turned around, lo and behold, he was right there, and it felt like it wasn't, it just felt like a tap. And he was sitting there like this. Cut to all I remember is him over my head. And next thing I remember is on the other side of the street, he's on top of the trunk of a truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going like it's a movie. My fist is coming back like this. I got him by the neck. And I'm getting ready to punch him. And just like a movie, I get snatched off him. And then it's just a bum rush. And everybody just start rat packing me. Mm-hmm. It was like raging bull, blood spurting everywhere. And I just felt my body just contort. I'd never been, rat packed before. I was just shocked I didn't feel anything.
Now, so now when people hear this story,
right,
they're gonna think that you mean to tell me you picked up Tupac over your head and slammed him on a car?
Yeah, I mean to tell you
they're not gonna believe it.
Yeah,
sound like a bunch of bullshit. Because if you did all that, why did you press charges? Why did you have to get Tupac arrested if you basically beat Pac up? Why get him arrested? Because there's bullshit, Alan, and you know it. It's bullshit. Tupac gave his version of the story where he said he was upset with the Hughes brothers because he got them the bag. They couldn't even have got the movie made without Tupac. Because at that point in time, the new hot thing, because Boys in the Hood, was put a rapper in your movie. And if you can secure a big name rapper, we give you a budget and we put it out. If you got a rapper with 1 million people in that fan base, that means 1 million people will come see this movie if we put them in the movie. They came to Pac and said, help us get this movie put out there. He did it. Once they got him on board, they got rid of him. Now, I ain't saying let Tupac do whatever he wanted to do, but if a nigga help you get the bag, you got the bag off his back, they give him some legway. Let him throw his weight around a little bit. Let him come to the set late sometimes. All big stars do it. Let him tell you what he want to do. Let him pick the part. If you help me get the bag, you can be whoever you want to be in my movie. That's simple, because I couldn't make the movie without you. But he got him in there, and they got brand new being on him. They got brand new. He said they switched it up, fired him, and he said he ain't even wanted to look like he was jealous. He waited till the movie was done. And then they had to see him. Oh yeah, they had to see him. He even addressed the fact that Allen said his homeboys jumped him. Pac said he beat both of the directors up, both Hughes brothers, and his homies jumped in when they tried to run. They was like, nah, y'all gonna get this ass whipping one way or the other. Either you stay and fight Pac and get it, or we gonna make sure you get it because you ran. Makes sense to me, especially the fact that Tupac went to jail. All I'm saying. You know what? The most startling thing about all of this is that this is the guy that the estate appointed to direct the new Tupac documentary. A guy that's still obviously bitter. Now, maybe he's gotten over it, or maybe he can separate the two, his personal feelings for Tupac, and just focus on the source material of doing Tupac's documentary. But I wouldn't trust it coming from a guy that still has so much disdain and resentment for Tupac. He said some good things about Pac in the interview, but the fact he went into detail says a whole lot. He's still trying to save face. He still wants the world to know that Tupac didn't do shit to him. It was Tupac's entourage, or should I say, as he would say, the Rolling 40 Crip gang. He could have just simply said, yeah, they got me, or they beat the shit out of me, laughed it off. It would have been the end of it. But Pac punches feel like a Nerf ball, and a body slammed him, and he was scared to come get his jewelry back. I had his jewelry in my hands, and he sent one of his homeboys to get his jewelry. It just seemed like, it was in poor taste, should I say. And let's just say, let's play the devil's advocate for a minute. Let's just say it was true. Did he have to say that? Pac is dead. How is that going to look once again, less is more. He could have just said, you know, we threw hands a little bit and his homies jumped on me and that was the end of it. But the fact, you know, he added all that extra shit. It was too much. Too much. Needless to say, I believe Tupac's version because it makes more sense. He helped them get on. They shitted on him. He spitted on them. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Makes sense to me. All this other shit is just revisionist history. Anyway, tell me what you think. Who's telling the truth, Tupac or Allen Hughes? Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is Makaveli Media. Turn on them post notifications so you'll be the first ones to get it when I drop that shit. I'm your homie Gab. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.